Hello, thank you so much for joining me. If you're watching this video, it likely means that you are a participant in the annual Programming Electronics Academy survey, and for that, I am grateful. Thank you. So we're just going to run through the results of the survey really quick. It shouldn't take us too long. So, first question, which statement best describes your experience learning to use Arduino? So the majority of people, folks, they said, hey, the programming part tends to be the most difficult for me. 15% said the electronics tends to be more difficult. And then, interestingly, we've got quite a few Doogie Housers who say, hey, you know what, this stuff's a breeze. Good for you. All right, how would you describe yourself? So, electronics hobbyists make up a good portion of the community here. We also have a few programmers, lots of people who consider themselves tinkerers, engineers, and builders. You can kind of see an interesting spread here. Also quite a few educators. That's awesome. So the question was asked, are you currently working on a project involving electronics? Wow, almost half of you said yes, I'm in the middle of a project right now. Well, you people are awesome. Congrats. A quarter of us are not currently working on any projects. Some people, they haven't worked on the project in over a month. And then, oh yes, I'm working on a project, but it's been a while. Hey, get back in gear. Let's get that project running. So what are your greatest frustrations when it comes to learning to use Arduino? So we've got this little word cloud here that pulls out some of the more frequently used words. Programming is up there, time is up there, electronics, code, syntax. So we definitely need to keep rolling out lessons about programming that are straightforward and concise, because people don't have a ton of time. We'll also keep rolling out these electronics tutorials. It also appears people want more animals to be featured in the videos, so we'll work on that. I plan to use Arduino for the following projects. Okay, big one here. Let's see. Home, looks like home automation is big. Okay, note taken. Robots, okay, that's cool. Robots are awesome. Lots of sensors up here, different types of sensors, and it wouldn't be a project without at least one LED. Okay, well, these are all really good insights, and they'll definitely help inform me as I dive more deep into the analysis here of what we can provide as far as lessons, and especially project lessons. Have you ever attended or visited one of the following events or places? Choose all that apply. Okay, so a lot of people say they have not attended any of these events. So really we had some type of technology meetup in your area, a maker fair, maker hacker space, maybe a library maker space, ham radio, we've got some of those people who've gone to that. But mostly, well, I guess about 50% of people have not attended these things, but they say they'd like to. Hey, what's your favorite social media platform? A lot of people like Facebook and a lot of others too. All right, well, hey, if you're on Facebook, you should follow us. We're on Facebook too. And we're on Twitter and Google+. We're probably somewhere else too. I don't know. Are there any websites or blogs that you often find yourself at when learning about programming, electronics, or Arduino? So we've got YouTube. Hey, thanks YouTube. Lots of Google. That would be expected, right? Instructables is also popular. Of course, we've got Arduino. Hey, that makes a lot of sense. Adafruit, that's a great website. SparkFun also, another good website. Hey, Mr. Jeremy. Yep, Jeremy Blum. He's got a great series on YouTube. And of course, just random searching. Oh, hey, Stack Exchange. Gotta love Stack Exchange. How did you hear about us? Well, lots of people heard about us through Google or YouTube. And some other ones. Thank you, Google. You're helping us out. And of course, lots of people, their grandmother told you about us. That's great. I appreciate that. We're going to continue our Reaching Out to Grandmothers campaign. All right, in the last year, how much would you estimate you spent on projects involving electronics? Okay, so about 20% of people said they spent anywhere between $200 and $500. Hey, you got deep pockets. That's awesome. I bet you're building a space shuttle. All right, so 500 plus, 17%. Okay, those are deeper pockets. Maybe like the Death Star. I cannot wait to see it. And 19% between $100 and $200. Okay, that's pretty reasonable. They're all reasonable. Hey, and then you can kind of see the breakdown here for $25 to $50 was about 10%. Wow, everybody's spending money on projects. That makes sense. What is your age range? Well, I'm pleased to say that we've got representation from young people and old people and everybody in between. Well, let's call them experienced people. Anyway, it's great. Awesome. I'm so glad that is the case. All right, if you shop for electronics components, where do you usually shop? So, Amazon, I didn't expect that. They're up really high. eBay, I kind of expected that. This one I did not expect. A local electronics store. Quite a few people go to local electronics stores. Very sweet. All right, we've also got Adafruit, and we've got SparkFun. Not so much with the DigiKey, Jamico, and Mauser, but still quite a bit. And then other. And I'm guessing these are ones that I just didn't have listed. Probably very popular ones too. Okay, do you own an Arduino or Arduino-Compatible board? So this one kind of blew me out of the water. I didn't expect that so many people had Arduinos and multiple Arduinos. In fact, 33% of respondents said that they have 2 or more Arduino or Arduino-compatible boards. Sweet. 13% said they had so many Arduino-compatible boards that they should just buy stock in Arduino. I don't think you can buy stock in Arduino. I don't know. All right, do you own any Arduino Shields? 40% of people say no Arduino Shields. We had 20% say they have 1, and 26% say that they've got 2 or more. So we still have a majority of people who have Shields. So about 60% of people have Arduino Shields, 40% don't. I guess that makes sense. Did I mention we offer a Shield? All right, have you purchased any books about learning Arduino? Okay, you can kind of see the results here. About 40% of the people have said no. Everybody else have bought some or a lot. Have you purchased any books about learning electronics? All right, we got about 35% who have said nope, sure have not. And the rest of people, yeah, they got quite a bit. Seems like if you're going to get into electronics, you tend to buy quite a few. You can open your own little library. Have you purchased any books about learning to program, like C++, C, Java, or Python? So almost half of people have not, and the other group of people said, yeah, I bought at least 1 or more. All right, have you paid for access to online training for any subject before? So 63%, about 64% have said nope, have never done any type of online training. And then we've got people who have kind of tried it a little bit, or they've tried it multiple times. All right, well, that concludes the results of the survey. I hope you found it somewhat interesting. We had over 860 respondents, which is just fantastic. Thank you so much for participating in this pain. Like I mentioned before, we're going to be using this information to better create stuff to serve the community. We want to try to help people, and of course, we want to buy giant yachts. We've identified the winners, and that was the kit on a shield for Arduino. That's the custom Arduino shield that we've had built. So those lucky winners will be receiving their prizes here shortly. And again, I am so grateful for your help. We'll be doing this again in a year. We're going to make it far more miserable. The questions are going to be just horrendous, but the bribery will continue. I'm going to try to step up the prizes here. Not that kits on a shield aren't awesome, but I don't know. We'll see if we can make it really interesting. Okay, thank you so much for your help, and have a great day. Bye.